Welcome back to Triple H Home Improvement. We're going to do pulled pork on a charcoal grill. The specific grill is a char griller acorn. Char griller acorn. There we go. All right. Now, we've already rubbed this thing down. This is a pork butt. Most people I know just throw them in a crock pot. And this video is intended to inspire you to try something normally you wouldn't do. Like I said, most people just throw these things in a crock pot, dump a bunch of barbecue sauce on there and call it barbecue pulled pork, and it's not the same, trust me. If you smoke this thing on a smoker or a charcoal grill, trust me, you'll really impress your friends and family. So the first thing you do is you gotta thaw it out if it's frozen, which we've already done that, and you rub it down with some good dry rub. And I mean get it really rubbed down, lots of stuff. I've already done that, but now we're gonna throw it on the grill, and we'll see you out there. Okay. All right, with a char griller acorn, we can get these so you can smoke with it. This is keeps the heat. It makes the grill more indirect because of the shape of it. You can't put the coals to one side and then put the meat on the other side. So this makes it to where you can actually indirectly cook. I've got my charcoal in there, and I'm using, you don't want to overdo it with the charcoal when you're trying to slow cook something because you want to keep the heat down a little bit. So try not to put too much charcoal in there. We're going to get some wood chips and just kind of distribute them on those hot coals. Just a couple big handfuls. I like to use a lot of it at first. Probably overdoing it here, but oh well. All right, now this kind of sits right in there just like that. Put the lid back on, or the grate back on. Put the meat on there, fat side up. We're going to close the lid, kind of choke it down. If you come over here, all right, you're going to open this up just a tad, very little, and then down here you're going to kind of keep it about, what is that, a 4 or a 5? Keep it at around 4, maybe a 3. But keep an eye on the temperature. You don't want it to get anywhere over 300. Want to keep it under 300 as much as possible. But we're going to let that cook for a little while and we'll keep checking on it. Right now it's about, what time is it? Okay. Right now it's about 10 o'clock, so we're going to give it about a good hour and we'll come check on it again. So it's been about 2 hours now, cooking right about exactly where I want it. That's pretty good. If you want it to cook a little hotter, open that up a little bit, open up the airflow. If you want it to a little closer to 200, you just kind of choke it out. You know, you can adjust these, but of course y'all know how to do that. Maybe. Look at that smoke, baby. It's looking good. I'm waiting for this fat to really split open, kind of like it's doing there on the back side. I'm going to let it go maybe another 30 minutes to another hour, and then we'll wrap it up in some tinfoil. But let's keep that lid down, let it do its thing. You see that? Some good smoke. That's what we want. All right, it's been a little over 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. It's time to wrap this thing up. You could just wrap it up like it is in tinfoil, but I like to go ahead and just put it in a pan because it's a lot easier this way. And then you could just wrap that over and make a lid for it. But now is also a good time to, if you want to add any kind of vegetables or any kind of extra flavoring to it, I like to just dump it on in there. You can experiment and kind of do it however you want. Like I said, this video is to show you how to cook it. Not really a chef, and this isn't really a recipe. I'm just showing you, trying to inspire you to try to go beyond the crock pot. Also, I like to add a little apple juice, a little apple cider vinegar. It kind of helps to break down the meat. This will give it the sugar. Of course, the vinegar. Vinegar mixed with the sugar, I guess, from what I understand. It's kind of helps break that meat down, and it'll steam it, and it really gives it a nice flavor, in my opinion. But now we're going to cover it up. And from this point on, you don't really need any more smoke. So I'm not going to add any more smoked chips to it. It already has all the smoke flavor it's going to get. So I'm not adding any more wood chips. I could check and see if I'm going to need more charcoal, because this thing's going to be cooking for at least another 2 hours, maybe 3, maybe longer. But as soon as that meat starts to break down, it's pretty much done. And as long as it can pull apart, because you don't want to dry it out. So now we're just going to close the lid, let that cook a couple more hours. About every hour I like to open the tinfoil up and kind of poke around and check it, but we'll show you that in a minute. Alright, it's 3 o'clock now. It's been about 5 hours since we started. I had to add some more charcoal to it to keep the temperature up, because I was running out of charcoal. But let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's what we want. All that juice, really juicy. See this bone here? You want that bone to be able to pull out of there. You want it nice and tender. All right, so it's been going for about 5 hours from the very beginning. Looking pretty good. So we're gonna cover it up and keep cooking it. Hopefully, let's say what was it, 5 hours? At least another hour. I've got 2 more hours before dinner, so it should be done by then. But sorry about the finger and the, yeah, I'm a dummy. But anyway, let's keep this going. All right, it's been about 7 hours, and it's almost time to eat. So we're gonna go ahead and take this thing off. Oh yeah, you see that? I'm trying not to stick my finger over the camera. That's what you're looking for. That bone wants to just slide out. It is perfect. Now what we're gonna do, take this baby inside, let it rest, and we'll go from there. Now that it's rested, we've slid the bone out. That's when you know it's really done. Now all you have to do is mix it up. You can add your favorite hot sauce or barbecue sauce or whatever you're going to put in it. Alright, this is all you do now. All you have to do, you want to leave them juices in here, because that's what's going to make it nice and moist. Keep it from being dry. You don't want it too dry. Anyway, mix this up, put some barbecue sauce in it, whatever you want to do. Alright. Thanks for watching. Pulled pork, baby. Yeah. That's what that is. God dang. Yep, pulled pork. Yummy.